Hey, how you doing, guys? This is going to be a short review on GLA pressurized CO2 system. First, I want to show you guys a little bit of my tank. This is a 30-gallon planted aquarium, and not much of a planted because I'm only going to keep it very simple here with dwarf hair grass carpet and this very beautiful bonsai tree. I put some Christmas moss and Java moss on it. When everything is grown up and trimmed, I guess it's going to be looking good. And dwarf hair grass, again, it's only 2 weeks old, the tank. And when I planted this grass, the grass was really short, and I planted them like 2 inches apart, and it's already carpeting. And if I show you from the bottom, you'll see the length of the grass has grown a lot. And as you can see, those white runners, it's carpeting really good, and it's coming up very nice. When it carpets and everything is trimmed down, it should look good. And for lighting, I have the Greenleaf LED light. It comes with a built-in timer, and the light is very strong. As you can see, the reflection in the water, and the tank looks beautiful, and everything is coming along very good. The only problem I have is brown algae. I literally have to clean this tank every single day. I guess that's because the tank is new, and once everything is established, it should come along very good. But so far, this brown algae is very discouraging. Just to give you an example, I cleaned the tank 4 hours ago, and look at that brown algae already. That rock was clean 4 hours ago. And on top of the rock, you can see the algae swaying. And right here, see the brown algae on the grass. 4 hours ago, there was no algae. This brown algae growth is just it's just crazy. Everywhere you see, there's brown algae. And if anybody has any tip as to how to battle it, please leave it in the comment section. It is very discouraging. Anyway, back to topic, which is the review for the GLA system, pressurized CO2 system here. I didn't buy the whole system from them. I just bought the regulator part. The regulator is from this nut right here to this part, this whole thing. This valve right here is part of the tank. It comes with the tank, this valve right here. And the system is very good. Expensive one, but it is very good. For the regulator alone, from here to here, the regulator alone, I paid $205. And this is the cheapest regulator, GLA. GLA is Greenleaf Aquarium. This is the cheapest regulator they have. And if you want to buy the complete system, it comes to $305. I chose to just buy the regulator and buy the tank from Amazon. And the tank is Zebra CO2 5-gallon, not 5-gallon, 5-pound tank. And the tank, I paid $66 in free shipping. So $66 for the tank, $205 for the regulator. So $271. The total cost. This GLA regulator, it comes with the bubble counter, so you don't have to spend extra money buying the bubble counter. And it also comes with this vinyl piping. This is a special piping for pressurized CO2 system. I was pleased, guys. I've seen a lot of videos where people are using regular vinyl piping that comes with an air pump. If you're using an air stone, a lot of people are using that piping. I would suggest that you use this special piping that is made for this purpose only, because you have about 30 to 40 psi's of carbon dioxide running through the pipe, and you don't want a amateur pipe. And setting it up is very easy. When you first look at it, if you are someone who's trying to figure out how to set up a pressurized CO2 system, it looks a little intimidating with all these gauges and the tank itself and the valves, but it is actually very simple. And just like I said, you buy the tank. This is the valve that comes with the tank. This is the regulator. You just using this nut here, you just tighten the regulator to the tank. And this gauge that you see here is showing you the per square inch of pressure of CO2 that is coming from the tank into the regulator. And this gauge right here is just telling you how much CO2 you have left in your tank. The needle drops down to where the red color is, time to refill your tank. And this valve right here, you have to turn it using a screwdriver. This is to adjust the per square inch pressure coming out of the tank going into the regulator. And there is a needle valve here that this thing turns left to right, right to left. This is to adjust the number of bubbles you want in your bubble counter. Some people prefer 2 per second. For me, I think 1 every second looks doing good. And another suggestion I would have is not to buy a very expensive tank. I live in New York City. If you live in a rural area, you may not have a lot of options to have your tank refill. You might have only a place where they're not going to refill your tank. They might want to swap your tank, which means you give your tank to them and they give you a filled tank, and their tank is, I promise, not going to be as shiny and good looking as this one. So there is no point in spending a lot of money buying an expensive tank, whether it is from GLA, Amazon, or from wherever. The regulators itself, like I said, I paid $205 for it on Amazon. You can buy a decent regulator for $90, even cheaper. But I did a little bit of research, and this company, GLA, by the way, stands for Greenleaf Aquariums. It came with good reviews, and so far I'm satisfied. It is very well made. The quality is very good. The packaging it came in was very good. And a lot of people with cheaper regulators had the problem with this needle valve, which adjusts the number of bubbles coming out of the regulator. And a lot of those cheaper systems, the count is not very consistent, but in this system it is. And when you purchase the regulator, like I said, the piping comes with the regulator, and you're going to need a check valve. I also purchased this from GLA. I forgot how much I paid for it. And then that piping goes into this diffuser, and you get a nice mist of carbon monoxide in your tank, and everything looks good. And the only bad thing I have to say about this system, or I should say about the company, is that their customer service phone number, they don't have a phone number. If you have a problem, you will have to email them. When I first started, I had a problem where I set the pressure, this pressure right here, I set it to 30 psi, because that's what everybody sets it to, anywhere between 20 to 30 psi. But you see over here, I have it at 38 psi. And when I set it to 30, I was not getting no bubbles in the tank. I tried to find a phone number to contact Greenleaf. There was no phone number. And then I had to email them. And they emailed back to me real fast. And they told me that the problem could be the kind of diffuser I'm using. And this is also a GLA diffuser, by the way, it's not any other company. They said that some diffusers need a higher pressure to operate. So that is something that you guys want to keep in mind when buying the system from GLA. I don't think this is a big of a problem between 30 to 40 psi's. As long as the system is consistent, I don't think it makes much of a difference. And another thing is that, of course, the price point is a little bit on the pricey side. $205, which is almost more than double you can pay for something that is not top notch, but will do the job. So that's what the system is all about, and so far I'm very happy with it. It's doing very good. So that's my review for GLA CO2 pressurized system. And again, help me with my brown algae problem if you can, guys. Leave some comments as to what I can do about it. Other than cutting the light down to from 8 hours to 6 hours. Right now I keep the light on for 8 hours. I'm thinking of cutting down to 6 hours. Other than cutting down the light, if anybody has any suggestions to help me out, please do so. Thank you. Bye bye.